Legit or not, we're keeping with the trend here. Let's talk Matt Barnes. ESPN asked the Warriors about who they would be rooting for in Game 7 of the Jazz-Clippers series. Well, guess what Matt Barnes said? He said there's no nightlife in Utah, and he went on to say, as players, the main focus is winning games. So he covered his butt, basically, is what I think. Other Warriors agreed about Salt Lake City, saying the problem with Utah is that they're just sitting there. Your mind is dead because in LA you still have energy for the game. That was Andre Iguodala, obviously. Kevin Durant. I'm sure there's probably clubs, but I've never been to one in Utah. Okay. And then Draymond Green saying it's the playoffs. Nobody's worried about nightlife during the playoffs. Okay, what do you think about all this, CT? Because personally, this is not the kind of conversation that I would want to be having if I was in the playoffs right now. Mike Brown said, see, I disagree. I think if you really want to find something to get into, I don't care where you are, you can find something to get into. Yeah, that's pretty much what you hear since you're about 14 and in high school. You want to get into trouble? You can find it.
Yeah, if you're in Utah, though, you have to dig a whole lot harder.
Stop it, CT. They're in hotel rooms with people that are following them. They can get anything they want with the touch of a button.
True. I do know in the NBA there are, shall we call them groupies? It's safe to call them groupies that wait at the hotel, whatever city that you're in. That has been confirmed by Antoine Walker. I know a guy who does pre and post for teams in the NBA, and the ladies know where these players are going to be. I have no idea how, but they are on top of their job. But still, I think there is something to this. If you're going to have a choice between LA and Utah going to Mr. Child to have some fine dining, or Utah, you're going to choose LA every single day of the week. I know it's the playoffs, you want to be locked in.
We're not asking you to pick where you're vacationing here.
Right.
We're not asking you to pick out like where you and your wife are going to go chill for a few days. We're asking you what team you would rather face. Stop talking about the city.
That all factors into it.
This is not the time or the place.
If you're going to be there for a few nights, you still want to have some options. Because look, say, for instance, if you win the game. If you win the game, you want to be able to go out and kick it. Not necessarily so much beforehand, but once you win, you want to celebrate. Once that Jazz-Clippers Game 7 was over, even though Chris Paul lost, Chris Paul was out there kicking it. If Game 7 would have been in Utah, Chris Paul wouldn't have had too many options. So guys are still young. They're still in their 20s. They're still millionaires. As much as we want them to be all basketball, all the time locked in, that's not how it goes down. Once you win, you want to celebrate. You want to let your hair down, so to speak, and you might want to pop some bottles. I know it's the playoffs, but guys want to have fun. Girls just want to have fun. That's Cyndi Lauper, right? Guys want to have fun, too.
How do we even get there? CT, what did the Cavs do as soon as they won the championship? What did they do?
Go to Miami?
Nope. They got on an airplane. They went straight to Vegas. That's what they did.
Okay.
These players, if they want to party, they'll go party. Okay?
Jet set?
Get to Utah, take care of business. You can party as much as you want.
Okay.
You can be there for 2 nights, get in, and get out and take care of business. Don't worry about where the next party is. It's the wrong conversation to be having in the playoffs.
Well, I'm sure some reporters asked them what their thoughts were, and then they had to respond. And then, of course, between LA and Utah, that's an easy choice. But, you know, if you have to fly to Vegas, that costs you a little extra money. If you're already in LA, you can spend more money kicking it because you don't have to worry about a flight. You see what I'm saying? You see how I did that there?
We're going to agree to disagree on this one, Tyler. Where would you rather be, Utah or LA?
Oh, you know what Tyler's going to say.
What's up, Tyler?
You see what she texted me? Salt Lake girls are crazy, dude.
I under the radar.
I know.
Just keep it a secret.
I don't even know what she's wearing.
We don't need the Golden State boys to know what's really going on.
I think those are swimmies. But that's not where swimmies are supposed to go.
Cyndi Lauper, girls do just want to have fun. See.